Hello world, welcome to this week's edition of Road Games with the Bloody Jug Band. I'm Cragmire.
I'm DeathRay. Stormy Jean's in the back.
Stormy Jean's back there as our fact finder, our tiebreaker, and our category puller. Each week we travel the streets of the great United States of America, or Europe. We could be in Europe right now.
Or we could be in Florida.
We could be in Florida, most likely in Florida.
Could be anywhere else.
But could be also anywhere else. We travel the streets, and these are games that we played for many years, killing time as we drove to gigs as the Bloody Jug Band.
Because we don't get enough of each other.
Right, and we have the gear in the back. We left some of the members at home. We don't tour in a tour bus. We get out like this, and this is normally the lineup in this vehicle. I'm driving, Ray is sleeping or bullshitting, and Stormy Jean is back there playing with her phone. So that's how she became the fact finder. You became the bullshitter.
Best, yeah,
and I became the resident driver and co-host of the show. This week's game, Stormy, pull from the hat, see what we're going to be playing this week to entertain the masses.
We have Kill the Beatles.
The
Beatles.
And
Paul, George, John, and Ringo. We got 4 this week.
4. So when there's 4,
we have a chill.
So we add a category. So it's not just fight, fuck, kill, but when we have 4 people, we add the chill parameter to be able to involve them all
right,
equally.
Not to omit.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
Not to omit. Omission would be bad.
Yeah. Because this is an adaptable game, and we can truly do whatever we want. So,
and would we really want to deprive them of the privilege of any of those 4 things? I think that's really the essence of it.
So the game is like it sounds. We get to banter. Now, disclaimer that this is not real life. This is for bullshitting. So we, some of these people are already dead, but we cannot
kill them again.
We cannot kill them again. We do not want to truly fuck them. It just or fight them. It's just a game. It's just a game that we're playing. John, Paul,
George, Ringo.
John, Paul, George, Ringo.
Yes, that is how you say it.
How many of them were saints? Is that
all of them?
John, Paul, George was not a saint, wasn't he?
George.
There was no Saint Ringo. Is there Saint George?
Oh, he's Richard.
St. George.
Check if there's a Saint George. I'm going to bet you that there's not a Saint Ringo.
I think there's a Saint Richard. That's Ringo's real name.
Is it?
Yeah, Richard Starkey.
Oh, well.
Right. You thought his parents named him Ringo.
Well, I don't fucking know. I mean, their parents named you DeathRay, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Daddy was already taken.
Okay, so you want to start?
Okay.
Fight, fuck, kill, chill, the Beatles, the Fad Four.
I am a huge John Lennon fan.
Okay.
So I would want to chill with John Lennon. It's got a lot of questions, but I think just the coolest experience ever. I think you got to chill with John Lennon. I would be a kill from Paul McCartney. I'm not a Paul McCartney fan.
No, would you chill with John if Yoko had to hang around? Like if she was in the other room and she had to kind of come in for...
I don't mind Yoko. I really felt like she was an inspiration for him, and I'm just very enamored with their relationship. I've often cited their relationship as being something I thought was desirable, that he found that kind of person that inspired him to become better at that portion of his life. So, she does not offend me.
Chilling with John, what else?
Killing Paul. Paul was a dead man anyway.
Okay.
Not the real Paul. True believer. I would have to kill George, because I just couldn't live with myself if I killed John Lennon. George, I think, is the next most talented, and in the guitar community would probably make the biggest impact. What kind of psycho goes out and kills George Harrison?
Okay, all right.
Like, if you're going to go big, that's... And I think I'd throw it to Ringo. Again, the pudgy guy.
What were you going to... You were going to fight Paul. Oh, so you're going to kill George, fight Paul.
No, I guess I would fight George. I had him on the back, because I want to kill Paul. Paul's definitely on my kill list.
Yeah, okay, that's what I understood. So, okay.
But yeah, I'd fight George, All Peace and Maharishi, and him and Eric Clapton were buddies, and they all fell out over some chick.
Layla, right?
Yeah. So he's emotional. I think when he throws down, he might mean it.
So fight George, fuck
Ringo,
kill
Paul,
Chill.
John
Lennon. Stormy, do you have the Saints? Did you get the Saints?
There is a St. George.
And a St. Richard?
Did a St. Richard.
Yeah, see, I don't think Richard made it. I think St. Ringo. That's the...
I stopped at George.
But there was a St. George. So at least
yes,
3 of the 4.
There was a St. George who
right.
fought dragons, apparently.
Obviously.
He was Syrian.
Oh,
Syrian.
okay. Very topical.
Yeah. 5 foot kill, chill, John Paul George Ringo.
There is a St. Richard.
St. Richard as well. Well, then I want to know if there's is there St. Cragmire or St. DeathRay? I mean, geez, did everybody get sainthood?
I would be surprised if there was a St. Cragmire.
Now, do you think that were these their God-given names, or did they name themselves because they already knew how, like in a premonition kind of thing, they named themselves after saints, or do you think that was?
No, I think these were their birth names. I think Ringo was probably the only one that got, a
little bit of
right, because John was John Winston Lennon. He changed it to John Ono Lennon when they got married. He changed his middle name.
He took her last name.
Well, he took her as his middle name.
Ah, that's crazy.
So she was Yoko Ono Lennon. He was John Ono Lennon. Give him 9 O's between their 2 names.
I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna agree. I think we're gonna have several to agree and disagree with here. Fuck. Fuck Ringo. I don't know. It's the tough one. Fuck Ringo though, and kill Paul. I'm gonna go with that.
Right. Why would you want to kill? Because I'm not a Paul McCartney fan. I need more gasoline for my fire of disliking him. But
I'm personally not the biggest fan of the Beatles in general, and I think Paul is the least palatable one.
Okay.
Like, he's the one I would like to hang out with the least.
Sure.
I might argue that Ringo, in my mind, is probably the least talented, but he's maybe the coolest looking one.
Okay.
He looks the goofiest or whatever. Like so, or like I like his beard.
I think there's a good story from that night. So what'd you do last night? Fucked Ringo.
Yeah, sure.
Like that's.
I also think Ringo would probably be the most willing because I don't know what
what
Ringo's
else he doing.
What's Ringo doing these days? So
So I got that Cragmire in here at 3:30.
Yeah. Penetration. Oh no, that's Good night, Governor.
There you go.
There you go. That's my British accent. Okay, so fuck Ringo.
Right.
Kill Paul McCartney. I guess I would fight John Lennon. I would flip-flop with you because I think George is probably the most interesting. Probably the one I know the least about, Know the leastest about, yeah. George, though, on the other hand, because of the Maharishi, because of some of the vibe he was in,
right.
I think he'd be a cool guy to chill with, We could sit and meditate together, He was a traveling Wilbury.
Sure.
So I got to give him mad respect for that. And John Lennon, I certainly don't want to kill the guy.
Right.
I mean, I don't want that on me, and I don't think he deserved to die. He could have probably done a lot for the betterment of humanity, staying alive. I think fighting him though would be a hell of a story. I also think he wasn't probably much of a fighter. I mean, I don't think he would put up a good fight, not just from the kind of the peace and vibe.
I think like in his younger days he might.
You think he was the scrappiest?
Back in the old Teddy Boy days when they were wearing the leather jackets and the jeans and the boots and fighting and fucking and carrying on like teenagers do.
Okay. Or like if you think like Sergeant Pepper, like wearing that long, outfit, the band leader outfit, I think would tie him up a little bit. He couldn't move very fluidly. I don't have sleeves.
Is that the one that you want to fight? Is the Sergeant Pepper John Lennon?
Sure. Yeah, just so he can be kind of tied up with his thing, and he's colorful. I'll always know where the hell he was at. You know what I mean?
Sneaking up on it.
Yeah, like whoop, there's John. Yeah, so fight John, fuck Ringo, kill Paul, chill George.
Okay.
Stormy, do you have anything relevant to add? Other than the Saints? Any more Saints for us?
Was there a Saint Raymond? I think there is.
Saint Raymond.
Or Saint?
Saint Richard, yes, it was a Saint Richard. Saint Dick exists.
Okay. Well, thank you, Stormy Jean. For DeathRay, I'm Cragmire. Is that how you do that?
I'm not Cragmire. You're Cragmire.
Okay, and Stormy Jean. This has been this episode of Road Games with the Bloody Jug Band. We will see you next time Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I think we stirred some stuff up on this one.
Yeah.
Just fucking any of the Beatles seems like sacrilege to me a little bit, or to some people, not to me.
Right. You thought it sounded fun.
Yeah. But I'm sure some people out there take their Beatles a little too seriously. And
well, I guess we'll find out.
Yep. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
In the water, and I'll start to swim.
Hey, can I push that button?